When life doesn't go the way you planned and you are faced with a choice, do you settle for what life gives you or take the unexpected and intentionally turn it into something greater? My next guest says that she has faced disappointment and setbacks, but each time she has chosen to dig deep and rise above it all. Real estate broker and founder and CEO of Presidio Real Estate and former reality TV star Jennifer Yo is joining me to share more about her new book, Reality Check. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is your first book.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and in this book, you have a lot of useful tools in here, but you talk a lot about how life can be a little messy, it can be uncertain. But what was it for you? What was that one moment where you're like, I've got this figured out and I don't need to wait for anybody's permission to do what I want to do?
You know, you'll find it in the book. The moment I decided to start the company, I was told that I was not going to succeed by a leader that I was working with. And I went down into my car where my boyfriend was, who is now my husband. And I said to him, I don't know why I'm doing this. All fear crept in. And then he just turned to me and said, I believe in you. And in that moment, I realized that I needed to believe in myself too.
And you have the opportunity, you're really big on giving back and mentoring other up-and-coming real estate professionals. What is the advice that you give to them? Because it's a very competitive business, real estate brokerage business. What advice have you given them that is included here in the book that you have seen growth and you've seen this journey just unfold?
Well, you have to really know your own characteristic traits that make you who you are and utilize those. So that's you know, your superpower. Go out there, use your personality, be who you are, but stay educated. Get very educated about what you're doing because your clients need your expertise.
Yeah, and you talk a lot about growth and like pivoting, going back, moving forward. What was the experience like for you? When was that one moment when you're like, okay, I've pivoted, like this is it, you know, I had to go through a couple hurdles, but what was that moment for you?
Yeah, you know, I hit this level of growing the company that I could stay the same or grow. And it was a hard decision to make because a lot of people around you like small boutique companies and things like that. And I had to decide whether or not it was better for everyone to grow, and I chose to grow. And I'm really grateful for that opportunity because it has made us who we are today, and it's taught me so much.
Yeah, and you also talk about in the book about just being very clear on the values that you want, not just personally, but professionally, and how there were some road bumps along the way where, you know, there might have been some offers that might have taken you off that course. Why was that so important that you stayed grounded in those values, and how has it paid off?
Well, I think you really have to tune into having trust in yourself, really understanding that if you can trust your gut, the world's your oyster. And so when I learned that, I was able to truly do all sorts of things. And we make 35,000 decisions a day. And so really just focus on the fact that you're making good decisions all day long. You may make one or two bad, but you know what I mean? Like,
exercise that decision muscle.
Yeah, trust yourself.
So for viewers that are at home watching this right now and they've been kind of on the fence about something they want to do or they just feel stuck in this rut, is there one simple thing that they could do right now that could just change the trajectory?
You know, for me, I remind myself every single day that I've made it through all my bad days. I've made it through the good ones too. And so I have a little note on my door as I walk out of my door every day that says, I can do hard things. So remind yourself that you have made it through every single day of your life this far, and you can continue to do things.
All right, we got the book right here, Reality Check, and how can we learn more from you? Where can we find you?
You can buy the book on Amazon, and you can find me on Instagram at It's Jennifer Yo.
And you also have a podcast. That's really great. Thanks again. Appreciate your wisdom.